following video is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The NFL season is here, and I don't know about you guys, but my Sundays are booked, as I have partnered with the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official partner of the National Football League, to bring all new customers an exciting way to join the action right now. New customers, download the DraftKings app, use my promo code Philly500, bet $5 and boom, $200 in bonus bets hits your account instantly. So don't wait any longer. Get some skin in the game and download the DraftKings app right now. That's right. New customers who bet $5 on any wager will receive $200 in bonus bets instantly. Stay in the action like me and use those $200 bonus bets on same game parlays. Combine multiple bets together from the same game for a shot at even bigger payouts. That's my favorite thing to do. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry about it. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have a shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code Philly500. Bet just $5 on any wager. Get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code Philly500. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Once again, I'd like to thank DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring today's video. And remember, use promo code Philly500. Bet $5. Get $200 instantly in bonus bets. But that's promo code Philly500. It's finally here, the season begins, and there's no better way to start it off than to ruin Tom Brady's homecoming. Dallas still stinks. Kick Dingbat here. I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. Finally, it is here. The NFL season has begun, and the Eagles take on the Patriots. And there is no better way, and I mean no better way, than to start this season by ruining Tom Brady's homecoming in New England. If you wanted to have a game where you're going to win, you shouldn't have chose the Philadelphia Eagles. Bad choice by the Patriots. Now you will pay the consequences. I am ready for this game. I'm pumped up. Put a helmet on me right now. I'll run through the wall. I can't wait. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe to the most throttled, Eagles content creator in all of the internet. If you've been subscribed for a while, I just want to thank you so much for all the support you give to me. It truly means a lot. It really does. Now, I got to tell you, I'm really pumped up for this game this Sunday, man. It's just been too long since football has been on. I mean, the last game that was meaningful that we played was a horrible game. It has a bad taste in my mouth all season, and I'm ready to get this thing going. And I think the Eagles have a chance to be better than they were a year ago. I think the Eagles have a chance to win the Super Bowl again and to go back. My initial pick for the Super Bowl were the Eagles versus the Chiefs in a rematch. Chiefs, the way they looked last night, maybe that was a bad pick, but I think the Eagles will be a good pick. But before we talk about this game and what my thoughts on this game are going to be, let's go over this injury report. So for the Eagles, the injury report is really clean. It's clean. No Nolan Smith. Hassan Reddick's back from thumb injury. The Eagles are clean. They're ready to go. I believe this is the third year in a row which we go and start the season healthy. And that's a lot to do with how the Eagles do training camp and preseason. So these guys are going to be healthy. The question with the Eagles is going to be, are they going to come out and are they going to be sharp? Are they going to be ready to play? If you remember the last two openers under Nick Sirianni, one against Atlanta, we came out, we looked sharp. The following season versus Detroit, we came out, we looked sharp. The thing that I noticed about the first couple games is it looks like teams often get tired quicker than normal. So because it's early season, I think these guys by the third, fourth quarter, you may see some tired guys. And I think that's actually going to play to the Eagles' advantage. As far as the Patriots, they come in a little more banged up. Cornerback Jack Jones is out with a hamstring, so he's not going to be playing. Questionable Matt Corral. Matt Corral's a Patriot. Hilarious. Not injury related. I think it's stink related. Mike Anu, ankle. Devontae Parker, knee. Cole Strange, knee. Ramondre Stevenson, illness. Now, I think that would be a big loss for them if he couldn't play. But it sounds like it's a stomach bug or something, so I expect him to be able to go. We also heard the reports about Juju Smith and the fact that Juju Smith's knee is ready to explode. I just think that's such a ridiculous article and statement to say. He may have a bad knee. It may be trying to come back, but how do you know it's ready to explode? Is there a time? Is it tick-tock? Tick-tock, 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 boom! I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. They got a timer in there? So when I look at this game, though, in all seriousness, and I look at the Eagles, Patriots. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I said this, but I will be streaming this game Sunday. So make sure if you want to come hang out. Should be a lot of fun. I'm also doing a doubleheader pause. I am going to be doing Cowboys Giants after this game. So look for that. It should be fun. But when I look at this game, it really, I feel like I have a pretty good feel for how this thing is going to go. And when I look at the New England Patriots, and I look at both sides of the ball, what scares me more about the Patriots, their offense or their defense? And truly, it's their defense, right? I think you got a guy like Matt Judon, had 15 and a half sacks last year. Their defense isn't bad. Their defense isn't. Last year, their defense overall was ranked 8th in the league. They were 6th against the rush and 16th versus the pass. So I think scoring, they were ranked 11th. So their defense was pretty good last year. The issue that I see for the Eagles is going to be, can you run the ball effectively against the New England Patriots? They were good against the rush. They have a pretty good defensive line. Like I said, Matt Judon, 15 and a half sacks. He is going to be a problem. He's the guy you have to watch out for. And they have some good interior defensive linemen. Christian Gonzalez is starting. Well, I don't know if he's starting, but he's starting. He's making his NFL debut with the New England Patriots. A lot of Eagle fans wanted him. I think for the most part, especially through the air, I think the Eagles will be able to move the ball. I think Jalen Hurts and the element he gives you with the run, with his ability to run, is going to be a problem for the New England Patriots. I'm also very curious to see how the Eagles use DeAndre Swift this week, because I think we're going to see DeAndre Swift in the backfield and also, catching out of the backfield. Matter of fact, I believe the first touchdown of the game for the Eagles will be a wheel route to DeAndre Swift, who will be left open, and it'll go for about 30 to 40 yards in for a touchdown. I believe that's going to be the first touchdown, because the whole wheel route is an element, and using the passing game with a running back and using a running back in the passing game is a whole new element the Eagles didn't have. It's a whole new dimension we did not have last year, and I think that's going to be added to it. But when I look at the Patriots defense, obviously, I think you got to watch with that defensive front, and you got to watch Judon. And if the Eagles run the ball effectively, which I expect them to be able to do because they have the best offensive line in football, I think New England's going to have a problem. I do think the Eagles will be able to move the ball through the air. They've just got too many weapons: Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Goddard. So I think the Eagles will be able to move the ball. I think that the Patriots will hang in there. The way I see this going is I think the Patriots defense will hang in there for the first 2 quarters. I think they'll keep the Patriots in the game. And the real problem for the Patriots is going to be when their offense goes against the Eagles defense, okay? Because the Eagles defense overall last year was ranked 2. They were rushed, they were 16, they were tied for 16, and they were number 1 in passing defense. So the Eagles defense, we know before that they've had problems with allowing teams to run the ball in the past. Will that be better this year? I expect it to, actually. I think it will be because of Jordan Davis. I expect Jordan Davis to take another step. I expect him to get more snaps. And even in his rookie year, what he meant against the run. Javon Hargrave was not that great against the run. Jalen Carter also makes his debut. I believe that Jalen Carter will get the first sack for the Eagles this year. Matter of fact, I say the Eagles' first 2 sacks will be Jalen Carter followed by Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis is going to get his first career sack too. Jordan Davis is going to be a huge improvement. And when you look at the Eagles' defense and you look at the Patriots' offense, really, to me, the Patriots have to be able to run the ball on the Eagles. I think if they don't run for a combined 200 yards or close to it, they've got no chance at winning this game, okay? Patriots offense last year overall was ranked 26th. They were 24th in rushing offense and 20th in the passing offense. That's not great. That's not great, and that's not going to cut it. So you look at a guy like Stevenson. He's got to run the ball. Ezekiel Elliott, he is going to be making his debut with the Patriots. He has killed us before in the past as a Cowboy. I don't know that he's the same guy he was. And then in the passing game, really, I am not worried about Juju Smith-Schuster. The hell with him. Devontae Parker. The receivers don't scare me. Really, it's Hunter Henry. It's their tight ends. And their use of their tight ends versus our linebackers is the matchup we're going to have to watch. The big advantage that the Eagles defense have on the New England Patriots is that offensive line is banged up, and it is not all that good, and it is going up against Hassan Reddick, Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Nolan Smith. We just keep throwing guys out there. I think that the Eagles' defensive line will dominate the New England Patriots. I think Patriots are going to have a hard time moving the ball against the Eagles. And the way I see this game going, in my opinion, is I think that the Eagles, they'll score points, they'll do their thing. I think that Patriots defense will keep the Patriots in the game, into the second quarter. I think by the third, fourth quarter, as I said early in this video, teams often get tired in these early games in the year. They're just not conditioned to go 4 quarters. I think the Patriots defense will start to break down in the third quarter. I think the Eagles will blow this thing open. And I think at the end of the day, the Patriots will not have the offense to move the ball on the Eagles, especially through the air. Once the Eagles take the lead and force the Patriots to have to throw to stay in the game, I think it's going to be a problem for the Patriots. The Patriots are really going to have to use those tight ends to beat the Eagles. And then we're going to see what Nakobe Dean and, Zach Cunningham, I almost said Kaiser White, Zach Cunningham are going to do. That, to me, is the thing that the Patriots have to exploit, the linebackers, for the Eagles. But I don't think it's going to be easy, especially with the Eagles' defensive line that I think will dominate. And I think by the third, fourth quarter, the Eagles blow this game open. And I think the final score at the end of the day will be the Eagles win 31-17. That's kind of how I see it going in this game. As far as as far as Tom Brady and his night to come back, it's getting spoiled. It's getting spoiled. The Eagles are going to spoil Tom Brady's homecoming like they spoiled Tom Brady's Super Bowl that we played. And that's going to happen. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. To be honest with you, I absolutely love it. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. As far as the other games go, the Cowboys and the Giants. This game, to me, I think the Giants should win this game. But now they're saying Waller might not play. If Waller doesn't play, I don't think the Giants win. Waller has to play and be effective. Because if Waller don't play, I don't know who Daniel Jones is going to throw to. I don't know who he's going to throw to. You just have to key on Saquon Barkley at that point. But I'm going to say if Waller plays, Giants win. Waller don't play, Giants lose. I think it's that simple. I think he means that much to the offense because they really didn't do anything else. But we will be streaming that game nonetheless. And then I got Washington. I believe they play the Cardinals. Cardinals stink. I think Washington wins that game. So that's how it's going to be in the NFC East. I got the Eagles winning and winning big to start this season. And then the important Thursday game versus the Vikings is going to go down where the Eagles really need to get to a 2-0 start. Just my opinion. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's how we vision. We're all just living in it. I think the Eagles, I think they should win this game and win comfortably. You stop the Patriots' run game and you watch the passing game with the tight ends, I think we're good to go. It's going to be really interesting seeing how a lot of these young guys play. I can't wait to see Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean in their second year. And then, of course, the debut of Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith is going to be fantastic. And, you might be saying, well, why do you think 2-0 is so important? I think 2-0 is so important because I think the real only threat that the Eagles have in the NFC East are the Dallas Cowboys. And if the Cowboys start 0-2, which I think there's a good chance that could happen, you have a chance to go up 2 games on them really early in the season. And playing that Thursday game and having that bye could be a wonderful thing for the Eagles. I mean, look. The Cowboys, I now know why they went out and got Trey Lance. I get it. I know. Anybody who has to have a quarterback who has to go under anesthesia to get a tattoo, you better get your replacement at quarterback as soon as possible because he thought that tattoo was bringing the pain. Wait until he has to deal with Jalen Carter this year. Denzel Washington out.